What's up guys, Abhishek here from AU Studio, and in today's video we're going to talk about 456 or 654, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, these are just numbers, and if you remember your childhood, you'll be thinking about the tables of 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 6 ones are 6, 6 threes are 18, 6 fives are 30. But are we really talking about that? Because you're not interested to know about the tables of 4, 5 or 6. For Arowana lovers or Arowana hobbyists, 456 or 654 means something else. Am I right? What does 456 really mean to Arowana lovers? It's nothing but scale levels. I mean, like, really? Are we so bothered about the scale levels? Are we so bothered about the shine on those scales? And that's what makes it so weird. You got people tell you, and RTG will have a 4.5 level shine. At least that's what's being told to me. A high back will have a 5 level shine or a 5th level shine. A super high back will have a 5.5 level shine, and cross back will have a 6th level shine. What are these really? 4th level, 4.5 level, 5 level, 5.5 level, 6th level? Really? Do they even matter? I think Arowanas themselves are majestic creatures. They're fantastic animals. I think it's every fish keeper's dream, or at least majority of fish keepers dream to have an Arowana. It doesn't really matter whether it's a so-called RPG or a high back or a super high back or a cross back. I don't think we as hobbyists should be caught up in those so-called levels of shine. Right? Now, when I tell you why you should not be caught up in those levels of the shine, there's a reason behind it, right? And it's for your own good. Huh? So, you see, when we get caught up in those levels of the shine, that's when your pocket starts getting a little lighter. It's one thing having a hobby, it's another thing having an expensive hobby, and it's a totally different thing to unnecessarily spend on something or a part of the hobby which really does not matter. I mean, how does it matter if the top of your Arowana is black? How does it really matter? If you have an Arowana whose top is black, another one whose top is, say, gold and it's completely shiny, so what? They're both beautiful, equally beautiful. In fact, in my humble opinion, a red Arowana which has got a little bit of black on the top actually looks more majestic, because even when we wear clothes, black and red is a fantastic combination. I don't know why it isn't so in the Arowana world. And I'm sure a lot of you really know that a crossback is not really a naturally found dragon. They're technical fish, man-made fish. I have fallen trap to it where I have bought a golden head Arowana. And I'll tell you what a golden head is. That's another story. But I bought one, and you are expected to turn on the lights for 24 hours and to ensure that the top layer or top scale of the fish, it remains golden, because they are not naturally found that way. What they are naturally found is in the form of a so-called high back, or let's say they have color up to the 5th or maybe the 5.5 scale. Yeah. But what these sellers or breeders in Malaysia and Indonesia, Thailand and Singapore, they do is they put them in white tanks and they turn on white lights for continuously for 24/7. I was talking to an international farm owner, and the trick is that in the wild these fish camouflage themselves, yeah, and whatever is the color of the base of where they are, whether it's a fish tank or a pond or in the natural habitat in the Bukit Merah River in Malaysia or in the Kalimantan River in Indonesia, whatever is the color of the bed, they tend to mimic or camouflage themselves to save themselves from predators. So when you put them in a white tank where the bottom is white, they tend to camouflage and turn themselves into more white or lighter color. And in trying to do so over longer periods of time, the scales on top tend to lose that black color and become whitish gold. Okay, and then you put in a yellow warm light to bring in the goldish color. So basically you are putting them in a white tank so they mimic the bottom of the tank and lose the black on the top, which is the natural black that they have in the wine. And then you use a yellow light along with the white light to increase the yellowish hue. So that's what in reality a crossback is. And all these can be done inside a fish tank or in an artificial environment. This is not there in the natural environment. They're not meant to be this way. Now why do people really do this? It's because of us. We're so obsessed that golden Arowana should have everything gold. I mean, really does that matter? In my humble opinion, it doesn't anymore because I've kept one. And like I said, I kept the golden head. Now that's another aspect. Not only should the scales be gold, even the head should be gold. So imagine the amount of life that's been thrown to that fish just to have the head gold, and then you continue to put in that light and then the head stays gold. A lot of you will comment now saying, oh well, you don't need to put 24 hours light. See, I don't agree. Yeah, a lot of you in India actually will tell me now you don't have to put 24 hours light. I don't agree. I don't believe so. Because do you know more than the people who are breeding them? The people who are breeding them in Malaysia and Singapore and in Thailand clearly say you need to put them in a tank which has 24 hours of white light. Anyway, right? And if you're going to tell me that no, you don't have to put it, I don't think any of the hobbyists here who are spending a few lakhs to get one of these exotic, so to say exotic animals like a golden head arowana would take the risk of turning off the lights. I wouldn't. And we also know that arowanas are natural jumpers. So there are again two arowanas, one which has got the black on top and the other one the so-called man-made one which has got all shines on top, okay, with the head shine and everything. Now they both jump. They will jump, they are arowanas, they are jumpers, they are water monkeys. The one with the black scale jumps, loses a couple of scales. After a month or so, he gets the scales back in black and it's fine. The other one, because it's got shiny golden scales, it jumps, it loses a couple of scales. After a month, it also gets its scales back, but black ones. Because naturally they'll get black scales, right? Because that's how they are. And then you, who's bought it for a few lakhs, will wait patiently for it to get back that shine. Who knows for how long? Is it really worth? I'd be absolutely happy to have a blue base original Arowana, how it's found in the wild, to have beautiful blue scales and let the top be black. That is totally fine. Right? I mean, we are making such a big deal out of it that is increasing the price of the Arowana so much. I'm telling this to my international viewers, that you are the guys who are buying these fish for thousands of dollars, especially in Canada. When I say dollars, I mean Canadian dollars, not US dollars, because in the US it's banned. In India we don't buy it so much. Of course, we are a little obsessed with crossback, but I think golden heads are not so much of an thing in India. So we're good here in India. At least the hobbyists in India are good enough to think that they should not be making such a big deal out of it. But my international viewers, please stop thinking about golden heads. They're not real. They're man-made, right? Now there is another new aspect that one of my friends told me recently. Told me that you have to also look for the belly color. I was like, okay, really? In one of my conversations with him where he said that, you know, you need to look at the belly color of the fish because this fish has a white belly. And I was like, okay, well that's bad, I'll paint it. Are we really going to bother so much about the belly color now? That's the thought process. So I want the top scale to be gold, I want the head to be gold, I want the belly to, I don't know, have scales, I want the belly to have the same color as the body. I don't think we should be bothering so much at the end of the day, right? Because that only makes our pockets lighter. We love the hobby, but only to an extent where we don't get obsessed by it. Obsessed to the extent that we empty our pockets to go for something which doesn't really matter. There are absolutely beautiful, naturally found arowanas, the so-called highbacks and the Malaysian goldens. They're brilliant, they're beautiful, easy on the pocket. Every farm in Malaysia told me crossbacks are man-made, they're not pure breed. You want a pure breed, right? If you want a dog, you look for a pure breed. Then why? Why are you looking for a hybrid or a man-made type in the Arowana world? And so my appeal is that don't get too caught up into these names. Arowana itself is a beautiful creature. Go for the one that you really like. We are getting into these groups. People show their crossback. People say lovely, great, fantastic, and then you want one, and then somebody brings a golden and says I want one. So get over it. Be yourself. Be individual. Get something that you really like. Don't get caught up with these things. Do not bring up the demand so much for these which are man-made. Go for something natural. They're easy on your pocket, easier to keep. You wouldn't worry about the lights. You wouldn't increase your electricity bills. You would not torture the creature for 24 hours. You're already torturing it by keeping them in a tank. Don't add to their misery by putting them under 24 hours of light. Yeah, if this makes sense, if you agree with what I'm saying, put in your comments. Let's have a discussion. Until I find the next topic, which is a burning issue, which I want to share with you guys, I'll see you later in the next one. Peace.